my pieces, they represent different things. Not only are they made of sand, but if you look at the titles, they're Room to Be, it's Traces, and it's Through Time. So I think the paintings are about, some of it look like fossils. So it's about the time that has gone, the people who has been here, leaving their traces, all the generations behind us, and it's the present, the traces that we leave, and what we are doing with ourselves, with the earth, with our planet, and also making space for the generations to come. So I think it's about time, it's about space, and also about balance. The hangers is a representative of that. If you try to balance things very good, you have to have an absolute balance. What happens is that you make no room for development, you make no room for new interesting meetings and discussions like we have here at the Biennale. And even if you try at hardest to keep the absolute balance, it won't work. Life would play a trick on you, and this was happening. Look at the hangers, they won't be balanced. They won't be, they play a trick. They will be unbalanced, and then something new will happen.
In a way, they remain true to that idea. One of the things that we'll discuss in a minute is whether or not they remain living sculptures, and the answer seems to be very much yes. Since you went to art school and met in London, you've always lived and worked in London. Could you ever conceive of living and working anywhere else, even though you've exhibited all around the world, or is London your place and it's where you want to be?
We don't live in London. We live in East London. We will never move from East London. Jack the Ripper.
Yes, we were so worried, so we asked a friend of ours to write a letter to the head of sculpture, asking whether he would recommend her for a project. And he wrote back, and the friend showed us the letter and said, "Dear madam, under no circumstances have anything to do with these two beautiful people."
What it calls the other students were already outside our school. It was after St. Martin's School that we started to do it.
So what did you learn at art school? Because a lot of the artists here, I think some people will teach, and some won't. Some will have learned a lot.
My is fantastic. This is my first visit, and I really want to see all the classical painters from the 1300s, 1400s, 1500s, 1600s, to see Giotto, Fra Angelico, and Michelangelo. Went last night and touched the wild boar, so I'm sure I will be back. I use primarily acrylic on canvas. I always use mixed materials also, but I most like sand. Sand is actually just small pieces of rock, but if you take sand from different kinds of the world, you can see that the sand has different structures, different energies, and if you put them on the same painting, you get a fantastic, you get an interesting result because you're mixing their structures. I eat sand from different parts of Europe. I even got some from Florence, from my nice hotel owner. Next year I'm going to have a big exhibition in Montreal in Canada in May. A solo exhibition, and in the autumn I'm going to have a solo exhibition in Stockholm, in a hotel.